Hello everyone, this is Devinder Kaur and you all are welcome to my YouTube channel The Enlightened Room. In this video we will discuss about the Newton's first law of motion. So let's get started. Well, according to Newton's first law of motion, a body continues to remain in its state of rest or in uniform motion along a straight line unless or until some external unbalanced force is applied on it to change its state of rest or motion. So Newton's first law of motion consists of three parts. The first part says that a body continues to remain in its state of rest unless or until some external unbalanced force is applied to it to change its state. So you all have seen the example in your everyday life. A book is placed in front of you on your table. It will not move unless you push or pull it. That means you apply an external unbalanced force. Similarly, all the objects present in your room would stay at rest, will continue to remain in the state of rest unless or until you or someone else tries to move it. The second part of Newton's first law of motion says that the body continues to remain in the state of uniform motion along a straight line unless or until again some external unbalanced force is applied on it to change its state. A ball rolling on the ground does stop after some time. Well, according to Newton's first law of motion, it should be keep moving uniformly along a straight line, but it stops after some time. Now this is because of number 1, air resistance around the ball, and number 2, the friction between the ball and the ground. And these two invisible forces try to stop the ball and thus the ball stops. So you can also say that the air resistance and friction between the body and the ground is a kind of external unbalanced force. Now the third part of Newton's first law of motion states that a body which is moving along a straight line will continue to move along a straight line unless or until again some external force is applied to change its direction of motion. So the example here is that to round a car moving over a straight road, we have to apply force on the steering wheel of the car. Similarly, a bike cannot change its straight line path on its own. So we have to turn its handle. So the way we are applying force on the handle or the steering wheel of the car, we are applying an unbalanced force, an external unbalanced force on the vehicle. Now one more thing about Newton's first law of motion is that Newton's first law of motion defines force. Well, according to Newton's first law of motion, a body continues to be in a state of rest or in a state of uniform motion along a straight line unless an external force is applied on the body to change its state, right? So this means that the force applied on a body alone can change its state of rest or state of uniform motion along a straight line. So we can define force as an external effort in the form of push or pull which actually moves or tries to move a body at rest, would stop or try to stop a moving body, or would actually change or try to change the direction of motion of the body. So this is how Newton's first law of motion defines force. So that's up about today's video. In the next video, we will discuss about momentum. So until then, stay healthy, stay happy.